I'm going to show you how to play Fine by Me by Andy Grammer. And the introduction, it has some notes there in the introduction that keep going through the first string that kind of go. And they do like that. And then during the piece, he's got a bass progression that goes B to an F sharp, it's a B to an F sharp to an A to an E. And the chords that go with that. So on the B chord, so you'll hear that in the treble. I can't play that and play the melody, so that's the notes that are in there. B and a D sharp. You can have an A sharp, C sharp. You could have the A, C sharp for the A chord, and the G sharp and the B for the E chord. Now once that introduction goes, then you've got chords. And the chords are B chord. So he starts off with a B chord, just hits it, and then hits it. Then you're going to an F sharp chord. Now since the B is here, we're going to play the F sharp right there. F sharp is in all black, so we'll play these two notes down there. So then you're going to an A chord. There's your A chord, A, C sharp, B, and finally E chord with the G sharp and the B on the bottom. And then they go right back and do it again. So here we go with the melody. And then we're ready for the second part of that. Now there you go to different chords. The second part of that, I call it the refrain in there, but the second part of the verse there, you go to a G sharp minor sound. And then you're going to go to an F sharp. Now this is going to get a little growly because they're playing it with octaves down here, and then and then he's singing the vocals. But I've got the G sharp minor chord to the F sharp, all black, to the E, and back to the F sharp. So the melody there is. That's where it's going to growl because we're going to take everything down. So you got the G sharp minor, we've got G sharp, B, D sharp. F sharp is F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. E is E, G sharp, B, and then back to the F sharp. And when you go to that D sharp, you're going to hit the F sharp chord right there. So we have an F sharp with an added 6 there. You go to the D sharp here, we're going to hit this E sharp, E. Now you've actually got this chord, which is a kind of a nice chord up here, but it gets growly down there. So that growliness that you're hearing is due to how low it is on the register. But so we got the. Then you're going to hit a couple of F sharp chords out there. So we got one more time. And then you go to the chorus. Now the chorus, there are two ways to play it on the keyboard because of the key that's in. If you take it up here, it gets to the chorus. Now, if you play it down here, the problem is you're going to go to E, F sharp, B, E, F sharp, B. Then your bass is going to go G sharp, F sharp, E, D sharp, E, F sharp. Or E, F sharp, B, or B. So if we're doing that, then our hands come together. So I've got two ways to resolve that. If you take the melody up there, you can stay out of the way. So when this comes down, da 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 da. Now let me give you those notes. E, F sharp. B, 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 E, F sharp, B, F sharp, D sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp. Now this is an easy thing to play if you just think black notes. It's all on black notes except for the B. And then you end with those 3 B's. Now you've got a black note for every finger. So if you practice that hand separate, pretty soon your hand will get to where it'll do it. So you just let that hand take over. And your bass is going to go. And then what I'll do is I'll bring that E, F sharp, and then bring this chord up and hit that B, so you fill in that chord. If we're going to play this together, you've got just saying it's fine by me, so it's F sharp, G sharp, B. Now the second verse, there is a little bit of melodic variation because he basically plays that verse through 3 different strains. So there's a little bit of melodic variation, and I'm not writing out the notes on that. Should be able to figure those out. If you need those notes, drop me a line and I'll try to put them up for you. But then we've got the bridge that we've got to take care of. After the verse, he plays the chorus through twice. The chorus goes through two times, and then the bridge comes in. So for the bridge, the melody, you've got G sharp, A sharp, B, A sharp, G sharp, A. There's a slight pause, and then D sharp, C sharp, B, C sharp, G sharp, B. So then back up to the D sharp. Down. So it goes D sharp, C sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, D sharp, G sharp. There's a pause, and then he slides up with an O and B. On the B, B, A sharp, repeated, D sharp, C sharp. And when I don't want to come on too strong, and then coming out there a cappella is there, because you're in this chord right here, so you've got the D sharp in that chord, or the A sharp in the chord. You've got a D sharp chord. So he goes back to an a cappella verse by hitting this note. I'm just saying it's fine by me. So then you go right back into the chorus out of there and play it right on into the end. So now with our hands together, when you go from the G sharp minor to the D sharp, all you have to do, because here's your D sharp minor chord, so we're just going to play these 2 notes down there. So G sharp minor, da da. And then you're going to a B chord, and then to a C sharp major chord. So here's your B chord. Let's do the chords first. You got G sharp minor to that chord, and then all you got to do is change to this finger to there, and you've got your B. And then to get this C sharp major chord, you're going to. So here are the chords. There's your first one. There's your B chord, and here's your C sharp. So this is just going to go up 1 black note, F sharp to G sharp, and then you're going to have this F right here. So it's, if you spell it out as a D flat chord, it's the same chord, D flat, F, A flat. But since we're in a sharp key, it's going to be C sharp, E sharp, G sharp. But that's the way it's spelled right there. So it's going to be a C sharp, F, G sharp, and then you go back to the G sharp chord. So now we'll play it hands together. He slides slides up to an O right there, and then back to the G sharp minor. And then back to the G sharp minor. And all you gotta do is slide down to the. There you got your notes for the D sharp minor. Those are black notes right there. And then you've got it plays through the chorus, again, and adds some instrumentation in there. So you play through the chorus a couple of times, and to end it, it ends with the end of that chorus. If you'd like to get the letter notes for that, you can go to LetterNotePlayer.com, and I've got the letter notes right there for you. You can download them, you can look at them on the computer, fine by me. It's got the bass progression for the verse, the extra part of the verse, that refrain, the chorus, and the last part of the chorus, and then the bridge. So I've got all those chords in there spelled out. Then I've got the right hand melody with the notes and the words, and then you've got hands together. Hands together, I just put a single bass note, but you'll have to put the chords in there. And then you flip it over, you've got the chorus, got the second verse with the lyrics, and then the bridge. So there you have it. Fine by me. If there's another song that you'd like to get the notes for it, you'd like to play it, let me know, drop me a line, and I'll try to put it up.